What up, y'all? It's Drill Sergeant Lynch here, back again with another video. And today I want to talk to y'all about what happens when AIT soldiers go from black phase to gold phase. I was given the opportunity this morning to witness and be with the AIT unit when they phased over from black phase to gold phase. Okay, so I just figured I'd just tell y'all about that, just so you can know what it's like and what privileges the soldiers get when they phase from black phase to gold phase. So they're gonna have a ceremony before they do the phase over, and they do the ceremony just like they do it in basic training that I know of. They're gonna present arms. Once they present arms, the phase banners go up and go back down. Once the phase banners go down, the drill sergeant or cadre is gonna come and unravel, take off the old phase banner, and the new phase banner will be on there, or they'll put it on there. So it's a normal experience when phasing over in AIT. Same thing as you do when you're in basic training. Also, I know I learned this today that this unit that I was at today, this unit also did an inspection. They had an inspection just before they actually had the ceremony. And the soldiers whose stuff was not squared away, if they had a certain amount of deficiencies, then that's what stopped them from phasing over. Or for some reason, I think like if they can't pass a PT test for some reason, they probably won't be able to phase over. If they have UCMJ action against them, they won't be able to phase over. Those are just some of the things that'll stop them from phasing over. Before the ceremony, the soldiers have an inspection, a room inspection. This room inspection is gonna be checked for their cleanliness of the room.
Yes, sir.
By the way, this video clip comes from NERDSQ on YouTube. I'm gonna have a link to the video in the description below.
Get off my hand.
It's a little bit dexterous.
So why didn't you wash it? I know you haven't been wearing this for a minute, so I know it's been dirty.
I think I wore it while I was indoors. Like,
So why didn't you have it washed?
No excuses. Sorry.
Their uniforms, make sure the uniforms are squared away. Everything on the uniform, as far as your gig line, where your belt is.
You got your dirt on your belt buckle. You can just buff that off.
Oh, yes, Sergeant.
Okay, put it down.
As far as your US and your branch insignia.
Your marksmanship is crooked, all right? And it's not aligned or centered on your rivet.
The overall appearance of your uniform. Your barracks room is also going to be inspected, to include your bathroom or your latrine, the boot display underneath your bunk, the way your bunk is made to standard, if your drawers, the inside of your drawers are dressed right dress, inside of the closets are dressed right dress. You're going to be asked some general military knowledge, probably based on your MOS, and you're probably going to be asked about your chain of command. So make sure y'all study up on that kind of stuff, and y'all are paying attention, and y'all know what you guys are talking about, and you know what your uniform and your room is supposed to look like. One of the soldiers today told me one of the soldiers told me today that they didn't go over their gig lines before they got to AIT. In basic training, they didn't know anything about the gig line. So I asked him, I said, do you know what the regulation for the wear and appearance of a military uniform? And they said yes, and they told me. And I said, that right there means there's no excuse if you didn't go over it when you were in AIT. So I also asked one of my battle buddy drill sergeants that were there. I was asking them questions because I wanted to know also, what privileges do the soldiers get once they phase over from black phase to gold phase? So I was told today that the soldiers are gonna get their phones. They'll get their phones, and they'll always have them for their personal time only. What I was told today is that they're not allowed to take their cell phones out of their rooms. They have to keep their cell phones in their rooms, and they can use them on their personal time. So they shouldn't be having their cell phones when they're at class, when they're at chow, or whatever the case may be. They can take their cell phones if they go out on pass. It's another thing they're gonna start getting. They're gonna start getting weekend passes. Well, they'll be able to stay on post. There's all kinds of things on post that they can go do. They'll be able to get to stay on post, which is a lot different from basic training, because basic training doesn't get any passes until they graduate. Once they graduate, then they'll get a family day pass or two. Once they graduate, I know the two privileges they get. They'll get their cell phones on their personal time and on weekends when they go on pass, and they're also going to get passes. That reminds me, while at the ceremony, I helped pass out these little phase 5 cards. So either it's gold phase or phase 5, whatever you want to call it. They get these phase 5 cards that have phone numbers, and I think there's addresses up there. I looked at it briefly, but I know there's phone numbers for them just in case they have an emergency or they need to call back to the barracks. Whoever they need to call, there's phone numbers on that phase 5 card that were handed out at this unit here. So y'all, I just wanted to let y'all know exactly what I learned, the privileges that soldiers get once they phase over from black phase to gold phase in AIT. I appreciate y'all for watching me so much. This is Drill Sergeant Lynch. Y'all stay focused and motivated. Deuces, I'm out.